The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back into Tonganoxie Sports Live. A doubleheader softball on your way up in just a matter of moments. First pitch scheduled for 4:30, so about 8 minutes or so between your Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains and the Jeff West Lady Tigers as we put a bow on the 2023 regular season here at the Tonganoxie Fairgrounds. Hi, everybody. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Thank you for joining us today. Game one getting ready to start in just a matter of moments. We'll bring you those starting lineups in just a moment. Jeff West wrapping up their team warm-ups on the field. They will be batting first here. And let's talk about these Lady Chieftains, partner, because last time we saw them back here at this very ball field is about 3 weeks ago, April 18th, a doubleheader against Bonner Springs. They get swept in that one. If you remember, coming into that doubleheader, only lost one game of the year. They were on a 5-game winning streak. They had just beaten the defending 4A state champs, Eudora Lady Cardinals, the last game on Tonganoxie Sports Live before that. That was the last time they lost. They went on a tear after that. They had a really nice stretch in their schedule, facing off against Bishop Ward, Baldwin, and Turner, so sweeps all across the board there. However, losers of their last four getting swept by Ottawa, who looks like they're going to be the Frontier League champs for softball this year, and the Piper Lady Pirates, who are competing in a really, really tough UKC conference, and in 5A battling between number one Baser and Linwood and them sitting at number 2. So looking to right the ship a little bit here. The record stands at 11-7, trying to pick up 2 more wins tonight against an 8-team Jeff West Tigers team. That would be really crucial coming up to a regional seeding time coming up Wednesday night.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, these Lady Chieftains need to get hot and stay hot. You know, as you know, you and I covered the state tournament last year for the boys, and it's just in a tournament. It's just like who can get hot and stay hot, and have some sound defense and good pitching.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Sound pitching. That was the big key for the boys' deep run last season, a lethal 1-2 punch. Lady Chieftains have the potential for that. We're going to see it again. Sage Isaacs, she has been just really locked in on the mound the first 2 times we've seen her on the year. She's going to get to start here in game number 1, so very important. She can come out, get into a rhythm early, get ahead early here in game 1 to at least split the doubleheader, but look to pull off the sweep a little bit later on here. Again, first pitch going to be happening here just about 5 minutes or so. Tonganoxie looks like they'll be taking the field in just a matter of moments. We want to run through some starting lineups real quick, starting with Jeff West. Partner, I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, Jeff West, we have leading off is number 4, White, who is the second baseman. Batting in the 2 hole is number 6, Meyer. I'm not sure what I didn't have a position for her. Do you? Mayor?
Mayor looks like she is in right field.
Yeah, okay. And then in the 3 hole is Brown. She's the designated player, number 18. And then in the cleanup hole is Becker, number 5. She's playing first base. Coates is in the 5 hole. She's number 13, and she's at shortstop. Van Zant is in left field, number 2. And we watched her during warm-ups. She really has a nice arm.
Yes, she does.
And then that brings up 21 Garrett, who is pitching. She's on the mound tonight for the Lady Tigers. Zytek, number 14, is the third baseman. Stones is the catcher. And then the flex player is number 17, Tibbetts.
And the Jeff West Lady Tigers 8-10 on the season as they look to get the sweep themselves and get that record up to 500 against the Lady Chieftains. And then the bottom half of the first, let's go over to the Tonganoxie starting nine.
Yeah, we have leading off is Herrera, number 21. She's playing shortstop. Vandervoort, number 6, is playing in center field. Garcia in the 3-hole. She's the catcher. Clarkson is in right field. She's batting cleanup. Farah is in the 5-hole. She's playing third base. Booker is after her, and she is the first baseman. Vorbeck. Do you have a position for Vorbeck?
She's a designated player.
So Vorbeck is the designated player, and then after her is Emerson Maslak, and she is at second base. Then we have number 19, Crane, is in left field. We saw her have a couple of really fine catches in this last go-around.
Yes, we did. Yeah, last broadcast back on April 18th, and that was when the wind was just constantly blowing and out to dead center and made it a nightmare for the outfielders, but she handled herself very, very well. And like we've already mentioned, Sage Isaacs will be on the bump. She is in the flex for Tonganoxie. Shonek Carlton, Jay Herrera, and Cassia Baldock rounding out the bench on the lineup card for Tonganoxie. And head coach Stephanie Whitman, as always. We are just moments away from first pitch. We're going to take a quick pregame break here, give our sponsor some love, and we will have first pitch on the other side here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's a beautiful Monday afternoon at the fairgrounds.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's gonna kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
As the Lady Chieftains take the field, getting ready to get things started here in the top of the first pitch in just a matter of moments here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. As always, we thank everyone for joining us and all this 2022-23 season. It just kind of seems it's like gone so fast, right? Like it feels like yesterday we were just at Base on Linwood for the first football game of the year. Now all of a sudden closing out the regular season, at least of the spring regular season coverage here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. If you do not know, the regional assignments should be announced, at least from what I read at Keisha's website. Softball should have those figured out by Wednesday night, and baseball should be figured out by Thursday night. They both could be done by Wednesday, but that's what it at least is given us on Keisha's website, and they will play all next week, the 15th through the 18th. And, of course, we would love to be there and cover our hometown teams wherever they may go. If you'd like to have us covering your hometown team, the Lady Chieftains and the Chieftains baseball team, be sure to reach out to the school board, reach out to Cody Witt, the principal at Tongi High, and Josie Eastis, athletic director. Just let everyone know that you want Tonganoxie Sports Live there covering the teams, and hopefully we can get it done. I know I'm going to be free, just a fresh college graduate. I'll have nothing else to do next week.
Congratulations, young man.
Enough about me. We turn our attention to the field now. First pitch from Sage Isaacs is in there for a called strike, as this is White, the second baseman, stepping in for the Tigers. She was followed by Mayer and Brown. Third time of the year we have seen Sage get to work inside the circle.
Yeah, and every time's been a quality start for her, too.
It really doesn't get rattled very easy. If runners get on base early, keeps her composure, doesn't get her pitches in bad spots over the heart of the plate, and doesn't really get many opportunities out in the outfield. And if they do, the outfielders are there to cover
her out.
So no better time. Get your first strikeout of the game on the first batter you see. There's one gone. White set down with a swinging K, and it's Meyer. They'll be stepping up next.
Yeah, one of the things we've seen Sage be able to do in her other starts is get that first pitch strike. That's so important at any level of the game.
Yeah, for any pitcher to get out in front of the batter early, get them behind, make them feel like they got to battle, and already, like just right there, swinging strike that time, 0-1 count.
And that was on an off-speed pitch too.
A foul ball coming in from the JV field right beside. Next one on the way. This one is swung on and foul tipped now quickly. 0-2 behind, and the count is Mayer, the right fielder for Jeff West.
Got her set up. See if she throws that off speed again. And she waved and missed that. Pitch number 1.
Looking for her second strikeout. Next one from Sage, and fooled her badly. A swing and a miss. She's going to walk back to the dugout. No. Now she's going to run down to first. The throw over is in time.
Yeah, they complete the strikeout.
I don't think Mayer, I think she might have been just a little too embarrassed by the swing that she was heading to the dugout. Didn't even realize that it was a drop third strike.
Yeah, it looked like she'd made her mind up to swing at that pitch no matter where it was. But anyway, Sage starts out with 2 Ks.
Take him however you get him. Now the designated player, Brown, number 18. Righty, lefty, and now righty again. Top 3 for Jeff West. This one is swung on and pulled foul. Right off top, on top of the piping. You don't see that very often. Now it's in the.
You couldn't do that if you was trying to.
Now it's in the right field corner of the JV field. Yeah, you try to do that 100 times. You will never probably be able to do that again.
And Sage starts this hitter off with a strike. So the first 3 hitters she's faced, she's had strike 1 on all of them.
Looking to attack again. Santi trying to frame it, not getting it quite. It's 2-1. Just right below the knees on that last pitch from Sage.
Good location.
Wasting no time. Coming at it again. This one.
Nice.
Grounded over to Hulsa. Dug
Nice
up
hop.
by Booker at first, and that is the end of the top of the first inning. 2 Ks added for Sage Isaacs. Top of the 3 coming up next on Tongi Sports Live.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small-town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
This would be number 21, Garrett, the pitcher for Jeff West. She steps into the circle here as we get ready for the bottom of the first. Sage Isaacs, 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts to the ledger. She's off to a great start. We got Herrera, Vandervoort, and Garcia. The first 3 due up here for the Lady Chieftains as this offense looks to get going here. Losers of the last 4 straight. They've had really tough back-to-back doubleheaders. We talk about May 2nd against Ottawa. Lost the first game 4-0 and then dropped the second one 6-7. And then 2 days later on May 4th, they lost the doubleheader to Piper 11-7 and then 6-7 again. So looking to get back on the right path here. The offense, maybe not quite exactly the issue in the past handful of games. We saw they kind of struggled a little bit at the start of the season, but now looking to get the bats hot again as we head into postseason time coming up next week.
Oh, they were against a couple of really good teams there.
Very.
Those doubleheaders, so.
Very, very. Yeah, the UKC for softball and for baseball. Says this.
I thought she was hit by a pitch, but I guess not.
Looks like maybe, but she stands tough in there. Mariah Herrera, the shortstop. And for the UKC, United Kansas Conference, their baseball and softball teams is absolutely absurd. Baser Linwood, one of the best softball teams in the state of Kansas, not just in 5A, but in the whole state of Kansas. Piper right behind them, number 1 and number 2, or 2 and 1, just depending on what poll you look at, what coaches poll or media poll you look at in the Kansas City area. And then for Ottawa, I mean, they got a great team down there as well. They are, right now, you look at the Frontier League standings, they are sitting at the top of it right now, a 14-4 overall record. Spring Hill and Eudora right behind at 13-5. So it looks like it's going to be one of those 3 teams to come away with the championship as Herrera draws the leadoff walk as she will get on. And see if Kylie Vandervoort, the center fielder, can move her over any on the base paths.
Let's see if Coach Whitney's going to play small ball right off the bat here.
And we know she's not afraid to.
No.
Getting a sign from her showing bunt, a little bit in on the hands, and actually they're going to say it hit her. Looks like maybe got up in on her fingertips. So she will take the pass up to first base. Talk about taking one for the team there. Not shaking the hands or nothing. That's a lot easier said than done. If you get a ball that's running in on the hands and grazes you on the knuckles or the fingertip, that is not easy to just nonchalantly make your way down to first on. So in steps in the catcher, Santi Garcia. Abigail Clarkson on deck and Farrah Hulsa in the hole. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Low and outside for a ball, holding back her swing. Garrett facing some early trouble on the base paths already. Tongi would love to carry that momentum that Sage started in the top of the first and get at least a couple of runners home here.
And she's fallen behind Garcia here, 3-1.
Next one from Garrett on the inside portion. It did not catch the zone, so now it is 3-1.
Now it's 3-1.
And now, if you're Santi, you can look for your pitch to hit over the heart of the plate and drive it. Took a swing at that one, fouls it off to the playground area. It is now full count, 3-2. Gary comes set. Here's the pitch. And got her chasing a swing and a miss. Looked like maybe a little bit of a rising fastball up and out of the zone.
Yeah, she swung up all 4 there.
So avoiding the potential bases loaded with nobody out. But in steps up the right fielder, Abigail Clarkson.
She's the cleanup hitter.
Takes low for ball 1 on the first pitch she sees.
Yeah, our last broadcast out here, partner, she almost got one out of the yard.
2-0 pitch. Yeah, that was one, if she just could have gotten a couple degrees higher on the launch angle, it would have grazed the yellow piping out here in the center field fence. I mean, it took no time whatsoever from home plate to out in the outfield.
She hit a line drive off about 3 feet down from the top of the fence. It had plenty of distance.
Looking maybe for that same result here. Takes a strike there in the zone. Herrera at second, Vandervoort at first. Herrera got on via the walk, and Vandervoort hit by pitch. Clarkson swings at this one out into the infield. Just couldn't quite square that one up. Took a big cut on it, though, so now quickly 2 outs. Runner still at second and first, and he's going to take a hit to get him home, and it's going to be Farrah Halsa, the third baseman. First pitch ball. So almost kind of exact opposite of what we saw from Sage as she got ahead in the count on first pitch strikes. It's been a lot of first pitch balls from Garrett so far.
As a result, you can see there's 2 base runners out there.
Second baseman coming over, making sure Herrera stays over there at second. Next pitch on the way, in for a ball. Next one swung on, and that is out into the right field for a base hit. It's going to be an RBI single as the throw made it a pretty close play. Runner going to move up to second now.
Good heads up there.
And it's at second and third, and Tongi has the early 1-0 lead, 2 gone in the bottom of the first. That'll move Vandervoort now to third. Halsa moving up to second on the throw to home. Not a bad throw from the right fielder. It looked like it was.
She hit the cutoff. The second baseman was the cutoff throw, and she hit her in really good spot, but they just couldn't quite turn it to get the play at the plate.
First baseman Savannah Booker. More ducks on the pond. You know they would love to have at least one more, if not 2, if she can get one to the gap.
And that was really good heads-up base running by Halsa there, taking second on that throw to the plate because now she's in scoring position.
Off speed, had her out in front as that one fouled away. Almost bringing her down to a knee. She took a hearty cut at it. Taking a moment, some practice swings out of the box before she steps back in.
A couple of RBIs out there for Booker.
Mm-hmm. Next one to her is up. And a swing and a miss. Only 1 run comes across to score. There were 2 on and nobody out in the bottom of the first. Lady Chieftains lead 1-0 on Tongi Sports Live.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again, why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Right for the top of the second on Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's a 1-0 lead. Lady Chieftains in front. Becker, Coates, and Van Zant. The next three due up for Jeff West. It was a 1-2-3 top of the first for Sage Isaacs and company. Of 2 strikeouts adding to the ledger.
Another swing and a miss for Isaacs, too.
And a 2-0 count. Cleanup hitter and first baseman Becker looking to stay alive.
Struck
3 straight swings and misses. 3 of the first 4 batters sat down on strikes.
Swinging.
Yes.
Brings up the shortstop, Coates. Be her first look at Sage. Another first pitch strike.
And you know, for Sage, I mean, she's not wasting a lot of time either.
She gets the ball and throws it. I love, you know, when I used to play infield, I used to love a pitcher that would work fast.
And the count again, 0-2. Next one on the way, off speed. Couldn't get the strike zone for a 2-1 count.
Yeah, Sage doesn't take a lot of time. She gets the sign and goes to work.
Next one, popped up. And behind the backstop, it falls down safely. It stays 1-2.
She's got her set up again. Let's see if she throws that off-speed pitch.
Yeah, it seems like that heater's been working for her, though. Maybe she just rears back and
she might
throws it by her. That's the when you get to this good of a start, you kind of have hitters in the proverbial rocking chair. But this one's going to get out into left field. First hit of the game for Jeff West. That's a 1-out single for Coates. That'll bring in the left fielder Van Zant.
Well, it looked like she was sitting on that fastball, so.
It shows what I know.
Yeah.
All right, first 1 out. Van Zant in for Jeff West. Takes the first pitch ball. I think that's the first batter.
Yeah, it's the first
one
one I can
first
remember.
Pitch ball.
Yeah.
Right around the knees, and he's going to give it to her 1-1.
Yeah, this umpire is not a quick worker.
Unlike Sage.
Yeah.
Attacking again, 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2.
That was a good pitch right there. That was low and outside. On the outside corner at the knees.
Looking for strikeout number 4, and
Yeah,
gonna get it. Got her looking.
Yep.
Put a backwards K on it, partner.
That's Sage's 4th strikeout, and we're just in the 2nd inning.
And 2 gone. Runner still at first. And Van Zant sat down looking. It's the pitcher Garrett in now.
Another first pitch strike.
She's going to have to get one deep in the yard here if she wants to bring that runner around from first and tie this game up at 1 apiece. Try to help give her some help on the mound, too. Next one from Sage.
She had her fooled. Did you see that?
Yeah.
She just waved at that pitch.
Had her way out in front.
Yeah, she was sitting fastball, and she threw that off-speed pitch, and she could have swung at that twice.
So what do you do here now?
Well,
do it again?
Yeah. And she did.
Popped up. This one heading out of play off the top of the Tongi dugout.
Well, in most cases, you have to look for the fastball and try to adjust to the off-speed pitch. So we'll see what she does here with her.
Another one fouled away.
Sage continues to pound strikes in there. The coach's and manager's dream is to have that pitcher around the strike zone. Oh, hit by pitch. That one got away from her.
Right around the knees. So had her behind in the count with 2 strikes, and she's going to get on with the hit by pitch. Runner will advance up to second.
You get that runner in scoring position. So see if the defense can bail her out here, or if she's going to take matters in her own hands. This is Zytek coming up. Another first pitch strike.
It's almost like clockwork.
Yeah, so far, she's only had one batter that she hasn't had strike one on.
1-1 count.
To me, like Sage wanted that pitch.
One from Sage, low around the knees, and ball 2.
Santi tried to frame that one too, but
yeah, did all she could.
Didn't quite get the call. Let it go foul.
And they will. That was Garcia, Isaacs, and Booker coming in from first, corralling around that softball. Home plate umpire right on top of it as it goes out of foul play. It'll be strike 2.
Yeah, they would have had no chance there. Struck her out.
Strikeout number 4.
5.
Strikeout number 5. 5 of the 6 outs coming via the strikeout for Sage Isaacs. Bottom of the second up next. It's a 1-0 lead for Tongi.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
All right, for the bottom of the second.
Warbeck, Maslak, and Crane do up.
You going to put your headset on?
Maybe you can hear me a little better.
And for those that don't know, if you've ever been to a softball game and you've seen our setup, we're kind of out here on there's a little slope, a berm, if you will, at center field as this one's popped up right back to Garrett at first base for out number 1. This is where we set up, and today we busted out the old canopy because with clear skies and the sun beating down on you, and it does get a little bit warm, so we're adjusting the canopy a little bit in between the commercial break, and we'll be doing that as the game goes on and about. But other than that, it's still pretty beautiful.
It's 84 degrees, and there's just a really slight breeze blowing out of the southeast.
Next one fired in for a strike.
I think he called that a strike.
Yes, he did. Mazlik trying to protect the play, that one inside, and she does draw the walk, and she'll get the walk up to first base.
Got to bring up the left fielder Crane.
And thought about
Yeah,
steal
Mazlik. Yeah, Mazlik bluff trying to draw a throw.
The 9-hole hitter Crane. We're going back at the top with Mariah Herrera and Kylie Vandervoort. Behind there, good rip, swing and a miss. Throw back to first is in time as she calls time.
Trying to steal her way into scoring position.
Next one from Garrett, a little bit inside. Had her swinging anyways for the strikeout. So 2 gone. Back to the top of the order, Herrera. She reached base first time via the walk. Took a hardy cut that time, trying to drive it over the left field wall, but couldn't make contact.
She also scored the only run so far.
Off the RBI single from Farrah Halsa. One low. Mazlik still staying close over there at first.
That's kind of a late swing right there by Herrera. She's down on the count now. She's going to have to protect.
Trying to keep the inning alive. Runner at first. Next pitch from Garrett is inside, taken for a ball. Next pitch, foul tip. We got a long battle drawing out here at the dish.
Good at bat by Herrera. She's seen a lot of pitches. There you go. That's down. Solid single into the left field.
Apologize about the canopy bar, folks, but that is a 2-out single. Runners at second and first now. Now the center fielder, Kylie Vandervoort, who got on the hit by pitch in the bottom of the first.
And she was stranded at third to end that first inning.
That one high and inside, taking for ball 1. This was the exact scenario. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. They got their first run of the game, looking to repeat it here now. 2-0 count.
Let's just get a 2-out rally going here.
3 straight balls taking this at bat from Vandervoort.
See if Coach will greenlight her or if he'll have her taking one.
Well, there's your
She was
answer.
taken all the way.
It's a 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded. It looked like it was going to be a pretty trouble-free bottom of the second for Garrett. Now with 2 gone and the bases are juiced, and Santi Garcia stepping in now. Taking off the leg protection, the catcher gear.
Sante struck out her first time up, swinging. See if she can redeem herself here.
First one from Garrett is just slightly swung on up the third base line,
Foul ball.
and foul ball is called.
That's lucky for Jeff West, because I don't believe they would have gotten Santi going down the line.
Yeah, runner was already coming across the plate, would have scored the run. This one over at third, throw across. It's a bad throw to first, and the run will come across to score. And both runners will come, so Tongi gets 3 there on the bad throw to first. Zytek over at the hot corner corralled it, and the throw over to first was just too low. The first baseman couldn't dig it up. How costly is that error there with 2 gone?
Yeah, that cost a run is what it did. Definitely an unearned run for the Chieftains, but we'll take it. And so many times you see those base on ball come home to score.
A swing and a miss there from Clarkson. She'll hustle it down to first, and it's thrown out there. Lady Chieftains had 2 more as they lead, heading to the top of the third on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
We are starting the top of the third. We got Stones leading off, and it'll be back to the top of the order with White and Mayer. And another first pitch strike by Sage. That ball smoked.
But foul. Dante tried framing that one again, just couldn't do it. Man, definitely note to ourselves, if we bring the canopy back out, is to bring the side tarps.
Curtains.
Yeah. Kind of reposition it better during the brief intermission between game 1 and 2. Another one that's fouled off, had her in front.
Struck her out.
Strike at number 6.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
6 strikeouts, and we're only in the top of the 3rd.
And only 2 in the 3rd innings work, 6 strikeouts. That is just an absurd stat line. This one popped up. Halsa comes over for 3rd and brings it in. It's a quick out, number 2. Lady Chieftains a 3-0 lead in this game, adding their first run of the game in the bottom of the 1st, and they added 2 more in the bottom of the 2nd, and all runs coming across with 2 outs. Although the last 2 that came across got a credit possibly to the error, as the throw over from the 3rd baseman was low and the 1st baseman couldn't dig it up. This one out into center field for a 2-out single.
Yeah, solid base hit there for Mayer. See if Sage can work out around this 2-out single. This brings up Brown, the designated player. So you're pretty sure she's in there for her bat. Another first pitch strike.
Another one just smoked, but foul. And a lot of the batters out in front early is Sage. Next one's high and outside. Next one just across the letter, so 3 straight balls now.
Mm-hmm.
Next one from Sage, foul, tipping away. Is that bat drawn out here? So there's a full count, 3-2. Back-to-back balls fouled off into the fencing. Sage trying to close out this inning here, pick up strikeout number 7 potentially, but she lets it get away for ball 4.
That's her first walk of the day.
Mayer will move up to second. Brown now draws to walk out, gets the first. Becker, the 4-hole hitter.
You know, Lady Tigers are trying to put together a 2-out rally here.
All runs for Tongies come with 2 outs. Jeff West looking to do the same. It's going to be a first pitch strike in there.
Sir, I'm shocked. Sage has done a good job of pounding the zone today. Only 1 walk.
Another one going foul.
Yeah, the hard hit balls she's given up have all been foul.
You think if you're Jeff West at the batting gods just looking down on you, that eventually you keep smoking them that hard. Eventually one of them is going to stay just foul or just fair inside the line. Because that has been that's probably the 5th one now that's been ripped hard, foul down the third base line.
They're just noisy strikes.
Next pitch.
Struck her out.
My goodness.
Strikeout number 7.
Number 7.
7 Ks and only 1 walk through 3 full innings.
I believe that is what you call a quality start so far. 3-0 lead. Tongi heading to the bottom of the 3rd.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Crashing out of the commercial break, getting the top of the third. Bottom of the third started early.
Farrah Halsa just smoked one back to the pitcher.
It started early, and the first out comes early. Right back to Garrett inside the circle, just putting the glove up, snagging it for out number one.
That brings up Booker. Booker struck out her last time swinging. That hit her? Yeah.
They're going to say it hit her. What kind of a funky movement? Maybe.
Must have hit her on the shoe, I think.
Yeah. That's the second Tongi player to get on base via the hit by pitch.
Yeah. Vandervoort did it in the first inning. That brings up Vorbeck. She popped out to the pitcher her last time up in the second. Gets that low call there. It's a good pitch.
Next one to Vorbeck, fouled back.
She did foul a straight back, so she was on the pitch.
Off speed, got her swinging and missing. It's a third strike for out number two.
Brings up Maslak, who walked and scored her last time up.
Came around to score via the third base error.
Right.
Think it's at this point with two gone and only the runner at first that you're Jeff West, you start to maybe breathe a little bit, thinking the inning's going to be coming to a close soon, but au contraire, the first two innings would tell you that this is where Tongi likes to get the runs coming across. Next one is outside to Maslick. Another one inside, really brushing inside the zone. Swung on, heading into foul territory and cannot bring it in. Looks like it was just out of reach of the glove over there at first base.
Yep. New life. This is where you need to make it hurt if you're Tongi.
Off speed, Maslick pulls it, but right to the third baseman.
She hit that right on the button, too.
The second hard line out in the infield of the inning, and Tongi cannot get a two-out rally going. They still lead 3-0 heading to the top of the fourth.
on the field, awesome. An awesome collision on the road, not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic.
And Garrett.
You all already know the drill. A first pitch strike, foul tipped that time.
If my calculations are correct, she's only faced one batter that she did not throw a first pitch strike to.
I would have to agree with you there.
Coates singled and was stranded at second in the second inning.
Laid off that pitch for a ball, 1-2. Back-to-back strikes, now followed by back-to-back balls, even in the count at 2 apiece. Sage already 7 strikeouts recorded in the game through 3 innings of work. Only the 1 walk, and then the other getting on, I believe that was the hit by pitch, if I remember correctly.
That's right. Struck her out.
That's number 8 for folks keeping track at home.
Came back and got her.
That was good for the first out. Here in the top of the 4th inning.
That brings up Van Zandt, who struck out looking in the second against Sage. First pitch strike.
It's a batter. It's got to feel pretty good when you're going in there and your location's on par. You can put it just about wherever you want and get the strike call there. But it also helps when you have a team going up to the dish and it's just seems to be swinging away, not too highly disciplined or not really knowing exactly what they're looking for. It's been a lot of foul tips and a lot of swinging first strikes.
Sage is on her game tonight.
So far, when you're averaging over 2 strikeouts an inning, I mean, that's
pretty good.
That's very good. And the next one, 3. Had her deep in the count 0-2 and then lets her get away for a walk.
That's just her second walk. See if the Lady Chieftains can roll one up here. The old double play.
There for a called strike.
That was that off-speed pitch.
Puts it into 5 straight balls thrown to the dish for Sage.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of that today. As many strikeouts as she's had, she's probably got her pitch count's probably pretty high. That should be caught.
Green calls for it and brings it in out in left field for out number 2. Runner not tagging up, staying at first. Will this be Garrett or Zytek?
This is Zytek. And she struck out swinging her last time against Sage, so see if she can get her twice. Ooh. Santi got the call there.
Yes, she did. She's already tried a handful of times this game already, and I'm finally getting one. Put Sage ahead 0-2. Next one on the way. A swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout, and that is
number 9.
Number 9, as they will now walk off to the dugouts. Does not make the run down to first base. Stays a 3-0 ball game. Sage Isaacs dominating on the rubber.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today.
Both teams not wasting really a lot of time between half innings here. Bottom of the fourth, we move along. It's a 3-0 ball game. Tonganoxie on top. Looking to sweep Lady Tigers today. That would move their record up to 13-7. They're at 11-7 right now. Losers of the last 4 straight back-to-back doubleheader sweeps. Last week on May 2nd against Ottawa, May 4th against Piper. Story so far in game 1 of our doubleheader, it has been Sage Isaacs. She has been putting on a clinic inside the circle. Already 9 strikeouts out 4 innings of work, 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch, no runs coming across.
Solid outing.
And only 1 hit to add on to that.
Yeah.
1 or 2, yeah. Got her chasing it at eye level, and that's a swinging strikeout. To start the bottom of the fourth, Garrett still on the rubber for Jeff West.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Herrera. Shortstop.
This will be her 3rd time at the dish. Did I get her?
No, it was a foul ball.
Just grazed the bat.
Yeah. She was trying to get out of the way of it and hit her bat. There you go.
Got a good hold at this one,
Yeah,
but
good,
center fielder
good catch.
right out there for the out. That's Tibbetts.
Ball's up in the air. We'll get a little bit of help. It's not a lot of wind, but
nothing like
no.
like anything we saw in our last game we did.
Yeah, it was crazy windy.
Very windy April 18th afternoon. This one.
That's in there.
Yeah, it gets by the second baseman just out of the reach of the glove. It's a 2-out single. Keeping the inning alive.
Vandervoort.
again, this is
she's walked, singled, and got hit by a pitch.
And again, like I was with only 2 gone. I mean, it just seems to be where Tongi likes to thrive. They like to get a runner or 2 on and make things interesting. There's really no such thing as a 1-2-3 inning with them.
Seems like the Lady Chieftains have them right where they want them.
Digging in now again, Santi Garcia swings at the first pitch she sees and fouls it back into the stands, 0-1.
Sante reached via an error by the third baseman, which also scored a run in the second inning.
The costly error that you throw it across the diamond to your first baseman. It's a 1-0 ball game potentially. This is another one, but again, out there in center, Tibbet not letting that softball get too far away. I'll hold the runner up at second. Nonetheless, Vandervoort gets the successful steal of second base.
And now she's in that scoring position. See if Garcia can get her in.
Leading off again, and another ball hit in the outfield. Could potentially score another run for Tongi. That'd be their 4th run to come across with 2 outs in the ball game. Talk about timely hitting. Another one taken for a ball. Popped up. Left fielder calling for it and brings it in for the 3rd out. And Tongi cannot get that runner home from second. It stays a 3-0 ball game. Top of the 5th next on Tongi Sports Live.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020. Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
We have Stones leading off here for the Lady Tigers in the top of the 5th inning. She's going to pop it up. Is it going to stay in play? Yeah. Third baseman makes the play.
Also taking care of the pop ball in foul territory for the first out, top of the 5th inning. We're rolling right along here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, game 1 of our doubleheader between Jeff West and Tonganoxie. The regular season finale of Tonganoxie softball. This is the 2023 season. The regional assignments should be announced in the next coming days. Hopefully Wednesday night, assignments should be out, and we should have a good idea of where we will be going and who we will be playing. And the kind of like the regional setup, it's kind of like a Final Four. You got a hosting site, three teams come, 4 teams compete, all for a chance of state on the line. This one lined over to second, throw over to first is in time, and quickly 2 gone.
That'll bring up Mayer. She has the only hit for Jeff West tonight against Sage. So far, Sage pitching a one-hit shutout.
How about that? Right back at her. Can you say quick 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
3-0, bottom of the 5th.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Well, we had our first baby.
It is beautiful or handsome.
Oh, it's a boy.
We're interested in life insurance.
And we bought a bigger car.
Yeah.
Bigger car. Here is your plan. Goodbye.
When protecting your future, count on a human. Only a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent will sit down with you for a super check and together create a plan that works for you. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
First pitch taken for a ball to Abigail Clarkson. She gets things started in the bottom of the 5th inning.
She struck out her last time up. First inning, she popped out to the second baseman.
This one right over to Garrett, the pitcher. She throws it over to first in time for out number 1.
That'll bring up Halsa, who singled and got an RBI in the first. And she lined out to the pitcher her last time up. That's a good hit right there. That's over the...
It is over the glove, out in center. Throw coming into second. She's in there with a stand-up double.
Yeah, she smoked that ball. That ball one-hopped the fence.
It's a one-out double for Farrah Halsa. Savannah Booker, the first baseman, in now with one gone and another RBI chance. Standing at second base, she takes a first pitch ball.
Booker has struck out and been hit by a pitch. Like it was a little inside.
So it was 2-0. Getting the call there from the umpire, 2-1.
Get it, Will.
Right in front of Van
They're gonna
Zandt in
send her.
left field,
Play at the
and
plate.
throw's coming in, and
She's
she's going to be out. Great relay, Van Zandt to the cutoff man, throwing it to home. Second out coming at the plate. They were trying to get Farrah Halsa home, but Booker, she'll take her place at second base now with 2 outs, and it stays a 3-0 game.
That'll bring up Vorbeck, who's popped out to the pitcher and struck out.
And the catcher, Stones, too, getting it in her mid, holding it shut with the other hand and putting it right in the chest of Halsa. She was coming across the plate, no doubt about it.
That was a really good throw home, too. That was very, very fundamental. The left fielder hitting the cutoff man and the cutoff man throwing a strike to home. That's how you draw it up.
Well, we saw it during the team's warm-ups, too, that Van Zandt was just very – we knew she had an arm.
Yeah.
To get it to the cutoff man quick, and then the cutoff man making the good throw to home, too.
Yeah, no question about it.
And excuse me, swing there. That'll be the third strike. Lady Chieftains' 4th run gets tagged out at home. It stays a 3-0 game after 5 innings of work.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small-town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Maslak and Crane. Oh, the wrong one.
This one.
That's gone.
And
Look at that.
it is gone over the left center wall.
That was a no-doubter.
To lead things off in the top of the 6th inning. And what has been a spectacular night for Sage Isaacs gives up the big one-run blast there.
Yeah, she was pitching a one-hit shutout until that at bat. But, I mean, there was no doubt about that one. That was well out of here.
Takes this ball game up 3-1 now. Now the Tigers trying to keep the momentum rolling here, potentially build a comeback. First pitch in there for a strike. Great response after giving up the long solo shot. You can hear the Jeff West, the dugout, starting to get loud and rowdy here.
Sage just got Becker down in the count. 2 strikes and no balls, and Becker has struck out twice facing Sage.
That's
nice pickup there.
Herrera to Bucker for out number 1. Good response after the home run. Get the first out there. Now just focus on getting the next 2.
Herrera did a nice job playing that little in-between hop.
Next one from Sage is low, taking for a ball.
This is Coach, the shortstop for Jeff West, and she singled in the 2nd inning and struck out in the 4th. That should be caught.
Crane calling Vandervoort up and bringing it in for the 2nd out. Sage trying to buckle down and get the final out here in the top of the 6th inning, giving Jeff West down to their final 3 outs. In a game that's still in reach, 3-1. But outside of the solo home run given up by Sage, it has been an absolutely spectacular night inside the circle for her. And first strike.
This is Van Zandt, who walked and was left stranded. She also struck out in the 2nd inning against Sage.
Well, a little bit wild, but Santi keeps it from hitting the backstop. get the control under control here. Next one just outside for ball number 3.
She can come back and get her here.
Popped her up behind the backstop, but over the fencing and into foul territory. A 3-2 count, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning, a 2-run game right now. Next one from Sage. Got her. Swing and a miss. At
Number 10.
Double-digit strikeouts on the night. Jeff West does get one off the solo shot. The top of the inning, but cannot get any more. They still trail 3-1.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Let's see, Maslak.
Emerson Maslick, and things started. It's 8-9, and then back up to 1. Crane on deck, and Herrera in the hole.
Maslak walked and scored in the 2nd inning and lined out to 3rd base last time. A really hard liner. Hit it on the button.
Sat down on strikes as Garrett now. She's kind of settled into a groove.
That's her 8th strikeout. That'll bring up Crane, the left fielder. She struck out her first 2 times.
It's always in a game like this, where it's a close one, it's a pitcher's duel, runs kind of come at a premium in a 3-1 game. You look back at the bottom of the 2nd and that 2-run error, just how crucial that is to Jeff West. You could potentially be sitting here right now tied 1 apiece, but instead it's 3-1. And if you're the Lady Tigers down to your final 3 outs coming to the top of the 7th, you got to imagine Sage will be coming out trying to finish her terrific performance. 10 strikeouts, as that is now number 9. For Garrett. So, like we said, both pitchers really dueling it out here tonight.
Back to Herrera. She flied out to center fielder last time up. Singled and scored in the 2nd. Walked and scored in the 1st. She's been busy. Oh, nice solid single up the middle.
And it's another 2-out hit for Tongi.
Sure be nice to get an insurance run here.
Right man for it, Kylie Vandervoort is in. Santi Garcia on deck. And Abigail Clarkson in the cleanup spot in the hole if they were to get down that far in the lineup.
I think the Chieftains has been chasing some high balls here. Pitches out the strike zone.
One count, laying off that pitch for a ball. Don't forget, after this game concludes, Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Tigers and Lady Chieftains will be taking place roughly about 20-30 minutes, somewhere in that neighborhood. After this game is over, we will Have a brief pregame show, more starting lineups, and then we will get on with Game 2 coverage. This one popped up too short. 3 Tigers in the area. Looked like she almost let it slip out of her glove. She holds on. And Tongi 3 outs away from ending the 4-game losing streak. Next on Tongi Sports Live.
With Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913.
Isaac's looking to close things out here in the top of the 7th. Jeff West down to their final 3 outs.
And they have the bottom of the order up with Garrett, Zytek, and Stones. So you want to bear down if you're Sage here. She's facing Garrett here, who flied out to left field her last time up and was hit by a pitch in the second.
Has her behind in the count right now, 2 strikes. Coming right back to it.
Got her. Oh, no.
That close to number 11.
I thought he was, pitch was close. Must have been a little outside. Same pitch.
Just can't get her to chase. 2-2.
Struck her out.
There's number 11. And there's out number 1 in the top of the 7th. Well, no doubt, if things go the Lady Chieftains' way, and these next 2 outs come, I think no doubt the player of the game's got to be Sage, right?
Oh, no question in my mind.
She has just had a terrific performance, and we talked about before the game even started, and this is our 3rd softball broadcast on the season, and the first 2 that we've done, we have seen Sage pitch at least once. She had the shutout she went the distance, I should say, right? Not the shutout, but she went the distance in the single header against Eudora, and then she pitched game 1 of the Bonner Springs doubleheader. Had a quality start in both of them, and then the trifecta. This has just been her best start, arguably, probably on the year. Definitely on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
She's done well.
She has done very, very well.
This is Zytek. She struck out her first 2 times against Sage.
Next one from Sage, swung on and miss, or strike 2. Number 12. Can't get it there. Foul tip straight back.
Got a piece of it. I can see her chalk up this dirty dozen here. Instead, she gets a walk.
And that's going to bring the tying run to the plate, with Stones the catcher, before we go back to the top of the order with White and Mayer in the hole.
Got to make this happen before Brown comes back up.
First pitch swinging, and it popped up out of play. Umpire dusting off home plate. 1 gone in the top of the 7th, runner at first. Isaac's trying to close out this performance here. That pitch is not in there, doesn't get the call. Right borderline of the zone, right around the knees. Next one from her. Ripped, foul down the third base line.
That ball was well struck.
Mm-hmm. Next one. Swung on.
It's out of here.
And it is gone. It's a game-tying 2-run shot. My goodness. And just like that, it was all going so well. With one out, the top of the seventh, he had the solo shot earlier, and now a 2-run shot. Jeff West has come back and tied this game up at 3 apiece, and she got all of that one. You look at the distance from.
Yeah. Cleared that fence with no problem.
Is that Stones that hit that?
Yes.
And the 9-hole hitter of all places there to hit that big home run. Don't see a lot of kind of multi-home run games at the high school level at least, but Jeff West,
they've left the yard twice.
And all in the past 2 innings.
Yeah.
Tongi scored all 3 of their runs in the first 2. And Jeff West has scored all their 3 in the last 2 innings. And we could be potentially staring down the barrel of extras. Still keeping Sage in there right now, even after giving up the lead and tying this game up at 3.
She's earned the right to finish this game.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. Got her there, big strikeout. Talk about the dirty dozen, she gets it there. Going on, Herrera at short, throws it to first in time. It's a quick out, number 3. A 2-run shot leaves the yard, tying the game up 3 apiece. Bottom of the 7th, walk-off opportunity potentially on the other side.
Your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Jeff West tying the game, a 2-run home run in the top of the 7th, tying it up at 3 apiece. And it's going to be Clarkson, Hulsa,
Garcia
Clarkson.
Yeah.
And also.
Garcia flied out to left her last time up, reached on an error in the second, and struck out in the first.
Foul tipped off the catcher's mask. Umpire will step out.
Clean the plate and give her a little time to clear the cobwebs.
Garrett even doing a little extra, walking to the plate, getting the ball, and now taking the slow walk back to the rubber. And definitely never an easy thing getting a foul tip ball off the. Yeah. Next one had her in front, a chopper, and cannot backhand it. She's going to be safe at first, and now a bad throw. It gets away from her.
That was a tough play for the shortstop. It was in the hole.
Well, now they're going to grant Garcia second base. Like you say, I guess they're going to say that ball made like it was going into the dugout or what?
It was out. It went out of play. That's why.
So just like that, the game-winning run at second base, nobody out.
And Clarkson's up. She grounded out to the pitcher first time, struck out in the second, and popped out to second in the first. She's due. Hit right here could walk them off. Let's see if she'll bunt her to third. She's going to be swinging away.
Gets the call on the pitch outside.
Well, it's your cleanup hitter, so you don't see them bunt that often.
Santi got a pretty decent lead off there at second. Drops out of the mid, thought about running, but holds off instead and retreats back to second.
Yeah, you never make the first or third out at third base. That would have been no bueno.
Especially in the bottom of the seventh in a tie ball game.
You're the winning run.
Yeah, swing and a miss. Clarkson cannot advance the runner. She is out on strikes. Big spot again for Farrah Halstead. You know she would just love to repeat what she did her last time up. Squared a ball up to dead center.
She doubled her last time. Was thrown out at the plate trying to score.
One hop the fence.
There it is.
One.
That's gonna do it. Oh, was it foul?
Foul.
Oh,
but foul.
That was over the left fielder's head. I thought that was going to be the walk-off. Boy, she turned on that. She singled and doubled so far this game. We just need a lousy single right now.
Mm-hmm. Off speed, out in front, and another one fouled off. Next one from Garrett upstairs, brushing her off her ball, 1-2. Also trying to walk this off for the Lady Chieftains. Takes another ball inside, 2-2. Go ahead run at second with one gone, Santi Garcia.
Be the game winner.
Off speed too high. 3 straight balls fills this count up at 3-2. The 3-2 from Garrett.
Get down.
Bust up, and it is down.
She had to hold up, though.
But now she's going to advance up to third. She's in there safely. It's runners at the corners. One gone. On the inside part of the bat, it's a little dribbler that gets out into shallow center.
Now, fly ball a score. Yeah, Yeah, Jeff West has got to pull the infield in.
Savannah Booker, she's had a handful of big hits this season. Can she have one more here? First pitch is taken for a strike.
Yeah, and you see the rule of thumb here, if you're an outfielder, you've got to play at a depth that you can make a play at the plate. Because if it goes any deeper than that, it's over anyway.
Inside on the hands, 1-1.
Booker singled her last time up.
2-1 now, laying off. Be Jordan Vorbet, the designated player, on deck. Next one.
That'll do it.
And that will do it. It's going to be a walk-off in game one for Tongi. They're going to win this game 4-3, and they get off the schneid, ending the 4-game losing streak, as they will at least split this doubleheader with Jeff West.
Yep.
Savannah Booker, the big hit in the bottom of the 7th, gets it done. 4-3 is the final in game one.
Big hit.
I know we were talking about player of the game. I think without a doubt had to go to Sage. You know, are we still thinking that here in the bottom of the 7th?
We'll have co-MVPs. How's that? Or co-players of the game. We'll go with
Sage and Savannah.
Sage and Savannah.
That's pretty safe to say. It's really hard to scoff at when you got 12 strikeouts in one game. It's really hard to scoff at that. And, you know,
She had a one-hit shutout going into the top of the 6th.
Yeah. Had 2 home runs given up, a solo, and then a 2-run that tied up the game. But the offense came through when it mattered the most in the bottom of the 7th.
No question.
They got it done. Now they got off the schneid. Now it's a matter of rest up a little bit, get mentally right, come out in game 2. If you can get the sweep here, you're feeling really, really confident going into the regional seeding process on Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
A big win for the Lady Chieftains. 4-3, they take game 1 against Jeff West Tigers. Only 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And I think another big story, you kind of talk about the errors by Jeff West, giving up. They had the crucial error in the bottom of the 2nd that allowed 2 runs to come across for Tongi, and now in the bottom of the 7th. It was a tough play trying to backhand it at short, but then threw it wide of the first baseman. It got out of play. It allowed Santi to move up to second.
Yeah, and the reason they gave her second base is because it went into their dugout. I mean, she had no chance of getting the runner. She should have just picked that ball up and held it. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Sometimes just those unforced errors like that can really be the difference in a game, and it was the difference in the game tonight. 3 of the 4 runs for Tongi coming across kind of via set up or somewhat that way by kind of an unforced error, bad throw, you name it. But they will take it no matter what. We are going to step aside for a moment. Game 2 will be coming up here. First pitch probably close to about 6:30 or so here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk here with you alongside Dennis Drennan. In case you're just now joining us, Tonganoxie a walk-off winner in Game 1, 4-3 of final score. Savannah Booker came up huge at the plate and bringing home the game-winning RBI. Over from third, and Santi Garcia, who reached base safely, and now we head into Game 2 with a chance to potentially sweep the Jeff West Lady Tigers. Get the score bug set up here, run through our starting lineup. Partner here back just in time. Why don't we go through them again, starting with Jeff West.
Okay, yeah, Jeff West, not much different than the first game. You got the second baseman White leading off, the right fielder Mayer batting second, Van Zant, the designated player in the 3-hole, Brown, the left fielder who hit one out of the park in that last game, batting cleanup. Then we have the shortstop Coates, the pitcher Becker, the third baseman Malone, the center fielder Tibbetts, and we have the catcher Sage batting ninth. And we'll have Garrett, who is the flex and playing first base.
And as for their Sage, not to be confused with our Sage, who pitched an absolute gem in Game 1. More on that in just a second. Let's go through the starting 9 for the hometown team.
Yeah, we have the shortstop Herreras leading off, Vandervoort in the 2-hole playing center field, Garcia behind the plate in the 3-hole, Clarkson batting cleanup. She's in right field. Halsa is on the mound for the Lady Chieftains tonight. The first baseman Booker is batting sixth. Vorbeck is the designated player. Maslak, the second baseman, is in the 8-hole, and Isaacs will be at third base and batting ninth.
And we will see Isaacs coming up to the plate to bat first time here today, and it's going to be Farrah Halsa that's going to be inside the circle for Tongi in Game 2, just exactly like we saw in the last doubleheader we covered against Bonner Springs. Sage started out in Game 1. Halsa started out in Game 2. Let's talk about the performance from Sage here while we have a little bit of time. I mean, just what, we talked about, that's all she gives is quality starts, right? And, I mean, I think this goes well beyond a quality start, what she just threw out there. Three earned runs, all coming off of home runs, a solo shot in the 6th and a 2-run home run in the top of the 7th, leading to the walk-off in the bottom of the 7th. But before that, I mean, she was just absolutely cooking, racking up a total of 12 strikeouts.
And she had a one-hit shutout going into the top of the 5th, I believe. And, she just had a quality game. And, unfortunately, a couple of long balls. But it was nice that the Lady Chieftains were able to come back and walk it off for her in the bottom of the 7th.
And what an energy boost, too.
Oh, yeah.
Your team's coming in, you're struggling, you've lost 4 straight to some really good teams, and you get the walk-off win. And from my understanding, you were getting the starting lineups, and you kind of got the sense that Coach Whitman and the players thought that game, it really shouldn't have really been that close.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression I got, but we'll see how this works out. Halsa
gets the ground out over Maslick to Booker for out number 1. Really, and like we just went through all the starting lineups, position still staying the same. Really, the only difference, Halsa and Isaacs just switching from the rubber and third base. Everyone else still in their same positions, including in the outfield, Crane, Vandervoort, and Clarkson.
This will bring up the right fielder, Mayer.
First pitch high and over the mitt of Santi Garcia, her second game in a row catching. And that is not necessarily an easy task either. We see it a lot, or at least it's more and more common when you have these doubleheader games, whoever the catcher is, and for boys baseball as well, someone will catch one game and then maybe they'll play third the next or DH, but going back-to-back games of playing catcher, it's not for the weak-kneed, at least. That's safe to say.
Yeah, Jeff West did change out their catcher for the second game of the doubleheader. But you got Santi Garcia back there. She's a warrior.
Yeah, she's just a true ball player.
Yep.
Next pitch on the way from Halsa. Already one gone, trying to frame it, not getting the call from the home plate umpire.
Boy, Farrah had a game at the plate in that first game. 3 hits, including the walk-off.
That was Booker that
I'm
got the walk-off, but
Yeah.
Halsa got on before her.
Yeah,
kept the inning alive, kind of hit a
Yeah.
little blooper out in the shallow center.
She ended up scoring the winning run, I believe.
Now trying to take over here on the rubber, and it's going to be ball 4, so a one-out walk in the top of the first for Farrah Halsa. And the good news for her, at least for performance on Tonganoxie Sports Live, the only way up from here is up, is because if we remember Game 2 in that game against Bonner Springs, there was 15 batters came to the plate
in the first inning.
In the first inning alone, and
She scored 10 runs.
Yeah, and she ended up getting pulled. Wasn't the start that she envisioned by any means. They're looking to have a little better outing here today. Already one gone, one runner on first. Next pitch is just kind of
Looked like she was going to try and bunt that, but it was a little late. That pitch was in on her before she knew she could even get squared. Late swing.
and out of play. Back-to-back pitches where the hitter definitely falling behind and is way late on the swing. See what Halsa serves her up here. Next one on the way and just outside.
You'd like to see Farrah get off to a good start here. She is just a freshman.
Yeah, just a freshman. We saw her.
Man, she's a good freshman.
Yeah, we saw her in the winter sports season kind of get a bigger and bigger role in the basketball team as kind of the second half of that season progressed. And now here on the diamond, got back-to-back walks here, but still, as we've talked about before, and you and I, we are really big believers in it, especially at the varsity level. The more and more playing time you can get the freshmen, even sophomores in at that time, I mean, it's just absolutely, it's vital, pretty much at this point.
Bodes well for the future.
Yeah, you're talking 2-3 years from now. I mean, you're looking at really, really competitive, salty teams.
She needs to bear down here. Trying to get out of this inning unscathed.
Runners at first and second now. Back-to-back walks from Farrah Halsa after getting the ground out to second to open up the inning. It'd be interesting here maybe if we get another walk here, if Coach Whitman might take a walk out and have a brief chat with her, trying to bring her focus back in. Next one on the way from Halsa swung on and fouled off on the backstop.
She's got to be careful here because Brown left the yard in the last game.
And both home runs for Jeff West were not just skimming
over
the wall.
There were no doubters.
No doubt, yes. Swung in.
Nice
a little bit
job
on the hands. Throw across the diamond is way
gone.
wide. And we'll see
They're
what
gonna send her.
do with the runners. They are going to send her, and throw is going to be behind. Jeff West will take a 1-0 lead.
Sage made a nice play, but then couldn't get the throw over.
So a chance to potentially add the double play there, and Isaacs took it in, stepped on the bag at third to get the runner out at second. And the throw across the diamond just wide, and a run will come across the score for Jeff West. This one, slow dribbler, but hit in foul territory right on the plate. That was the big story in game 1, too. A lot of runs coming across, especially for Tongi. They had 3 of their 4 runs come across, kind of either resulting in or by unforced errors. And now here already in the top of the first, a wild throw over to first, getting loose and having a runner come across the score on top of it.
I had an old coach say, don't make half a good play. Struck her out.
Strike 3 called. Halsa gets out of the inning. One run does come across the score for the Tigers. They have their first lead of the evening here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Tigers getting a run across via the air on Sage Isaacs. Wide throw over to first after getting the out at third for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, led to an unearned run. So hopefully the Lady Chieftains can answer here. And like we talked about earlier, partner, those walks that come around to score, it's just unbelievable how many come around to score. You know, there's no defense against the walk.
Just like in the first game, the batting order same in the top three: Herrera, Vandervoort, and Garcia. Clarkson in the 4-hole.
And to kind of put a little more exclamation on that start by, there's a nice base hit into left field. For Sage Isaacs, she only had 2 walks the whole game, and Halsa had 2 walks in the first inning. So, I mean, she really puts a fine game.
Yeah, one of the better games that Sage has pitched probably all season.
That's a good leadoff hit by Herrera. Let's see what Coach has on. Yep, she was planning on squaring the bunt, but she took it high.
Good save there by the catcher, high and out of the zone.
Yeah, it was.
That was getting by her mid. Herrera, who easily would have made it up to second.
Let's see if she leaves it on. Yep.
Inside, and it hits her.
Yep. Just this good. That'll work.
So that's the second game in a row now where Vandervoort comes in the 2-hole and gets hit by a pitch.
Yeah, that's true. She was hit by a pitch the last game.
It's been a bruising game for her so far.
That'll bring up Santi Garcia, the catcher. She's got a couple RBIs out there if she can find a gap. She put a charge into one in the last game, too. There you go.
That one under the glove, and it's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third.
Yeah, the shortstop actually dove in the hole for that, so that's a solid hit for Garcia.
And the bases are loaded.
And nobody's out.
Perfect spot for the cleanup hitter, Abigail Clarkson.
Yeah. Like to see her get one up and out of here.
Get the elevate and celebrate going. She swings at the first pitch she sees and chops it foul near Coach Whitman at third. Like a violent cut at that one again, and now it's behind 0-2.
Got to score here if you're the Lady Chieftains.
Becker, the pitcher this time around for Jeff West.
There you go.
There
you go. That's a gapper.
There.
That's a gapper.
One's going to score. Two's going to score. Whitman's waving around. Santi Garcia hits a bases clearing.
And Clarkson does a nice job of taking third on the throw. Wow, what a job.
And call it a double. She'll advance up to third off the throw to home.
Cleared the bases.
Big hit there, and still nobody out in the bottom of the first inning as the Lady Chieftains score 3 off the bat of Abigail Clarkson.
3 RBIs for Abigail there. Awesome.
Send that priority shipping to the left center gap. This one putting in play. Third baseman Spearson on a hop over the first in time for the first out. Clarkson remains at third. Looking to keep the line moving is Booker. Had the big walk-off hit in the bottom of the 7th in game 1. Now looking to bring Clarkson home here. It could be a deep fly ball or just a hit into the outfield that could do it. This one gets away, and here she comes, and she's in there safely. Sliding under the glove of Becker. And it is now 4 runs coming across. Scored 4 runs in 7 innings in the first game, and now 4 runs just in the first inning this time around, and only 1 out.
Well, it's good to see him get also some support. She goes back out to the mound.
Yeah, talking about a big confidence boost there after having a little bit of a shaky top of the first inning, having a run come across the score. And your offense goes out in the bottom half, spots you 4 runs, and still 2 outs to spare, so it could potentially be more.
Yeah. Booker's the 6th batter to come to the plate here.
It's into that one.
Look at that, though. That hit out on the road. It's foul ball, but, man, that had home run distance.
Yeah, let's see where this gentleman is going to pick this ball up. Yeah, on the other side.
It hit on the fly in the road.
As he continues to look for it, but that one,
that ball
you know she's wishing she could have that one back and straighten it out just a little bit. We talked about the 2 home runs for Jeff West in the first game being no doubters. That one
was longer than the other 2 by Jeff West.
Next one, Becker into Booker, holds off for a ball.
Becker to Booker.
Becker to Booker. Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
That's going to get down.
And the inning will continue as the 6th batter coming to the plate reaches base safely for Tonganoxie. Savannah Booker having an evening so far at the fairgrounds tonight. Now bring in the designated player, Jordan Vorbeck. Runner at first, 1 gone. Becker delivers into Vorbeck, swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it off.
Yeah, that was in on her fist.
Oh, big cut at that one, just can't connect. 0-2. Maslick is waiting on deck. Isaac's in the hole. If they get down that far, half-hearted swing and a ball in the dirt for out number 2.
Yeah, she helped him out there.
I think she knew right when she was going into her swing, trying to hold off, but already too late in the process. Emerson, the second baseman, see what she can do. With 2 gone here in the bottom of the first, 4 runs come across for Tongi after giving up 1 in the top half. At eye level, holds off for a ball. Foul ball out of play into the stands. Had a good crowd show up tonight for Lady Chieftains, especially on a
Gorgeous night.
Gorgeous night.
Evening.
It's here, blue skies and
82
no
degrees
cloud cover.
and very little breeze at all.
Yeah.
Here to start the second game of the doubleheader.
The weather really spiking over the weekend, reaching into the 90s. A night like tonight is
it's nice.
just right.
Not too much humidity. It's really a pleasant night or evening. Still got a lot of sunshine left.
And she battles back, draws the walk.
Now let's see if the Lady Chieftains can score with 2 outs here, because they were able to do that in the last game. And that brings up Sage. See if she can redeem herself for that miscue at third.
Maybe hit one over the fence. One of the 2 she gave up in the
She's
in
the
first game.
yeah, she's the 9th batter to come to the plate in this inning.
Well, he's off 2-0. The pressure is starting to build up on Becker a little bit. 9th batter at the plate, 10th on deck, swings at this one, a pop-up. Charging in, but dropping it off the heel of the glove, and good running by Savannah Booker. She's going to score. Maslick will move up to third. Isaacs will stay at first. And another costly error by the Tigers give the Lady Chieftains another run with 2 outs. Something that will just drive a coach crazy.
Yeah, we got runners at the corners, don't we?
First and third, back to the top of the order, Mariah Herrera. Had a solid leadoff single to get things started. She takes the first pitch ball, and Isaacs will just strut her way in the second, an uncontested steal. A hit here, complete 2 more across for Tongi. Next pitch on the way to Becker, swung on by Herrera, and into the outfield for a base hit. One's going to score. They're going to send around Sage. Throw to the plate is wide. Goes to the backstop. Herrera will move up to third. And the beat goes on for Tonganoxie. 7 runs coming across in the bottom of the first.
Huge inning.
It was like we're going to have a moment here. Looks like the head coach of Jeff West is going to come out and talk to his starting pitcher. Again, with high school, the pitch counts and all that is all in play, so it's not just too easy to go out and go to the bullpen, per se. But
yeah, it depends on how many pitches your other pitchers have thrown.
Kylie Vandervoort will be at the plate next on Tonganoxie Sports Live. It is a 7-1 ball game presented by Kansas Insurance.
Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance, local, independent, serving you.
Meeting was fairly brief. Vandervoort digging back into the box. Second time in this inning. 2 gone and runner at third. And Mariah Herrera, she just brought home 2. And things have just gone from bad to worse for the Jeff West Tigers. Claimed their first lead of the evening, even dating back to game 1. Now this one bobbled for a moment.
Foul ball.
They get called foul ball. Okay. Next, I was wondering why she was holding up so much on the way to first. But
well, these umpires are not real quick with the call.
No, they're not. This one leaks to the backside. Herrera's going to come around, and she will score. Make it an 8-run. Bottom of the first for the Lady Chieftains.
On a wild pitch. I think that's the second run this inning on wild pitch.
And Jeff West is definitely not helping themselves out in any way.
No.
Now the base paths are empty once again.
Herrera scored 2 runs in the first inning.
That came close to almost taking one off the foot there, but it scrapes over and to the backstop.
Yeah, Becker's really struggling with her control.
Yeah, the Dongy batters are seeing her pitches very well. I think that's pretty safe to say. Next one from Becker is upstairs, and another walk in this inning. Yeah, how many walks that is for her?
1, 2, just two.
I think kind of like that point you brought up in the top of the first, though. To really
Yeah.
appreciate Sage's performance in game one. 2 walks the entire game. Now both pitchers. And this one, 2 walks.
That's hit well.
Center field call for it. Did she drop it?
Yep.
Yes, she did. My goodness. Going to third and sliding in safely. Another run comes across. And Garcia again. 9-1, Lady Chieftains. Yeah, we're gonna call that an error on the center fielder.
That ball should have been caught.
Bouncer right back to Becker. Throw over to first, and mercifully, bottom of the first inning is over for Jeff West. 9 runs come across for Tonganoxie. They have a 9-1 lead. Head to the second in game 2 of our doubleheader here on Tongi Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Well, we had our first baby.
It is beautiful or handsome.
Oh, it's a boy.
We're interested in life insurance.
And we bought a bigger car.
Bigger car. Here is your plan. Goodbye.
When protecting your future, count on a human. Only a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent will sit down with you for a super check and together create a plan that works for you. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Malone and Tibbetts.
It's a busy bottom of the first for Tonganoxie. They bring across 9 runs. They have a 9-1 lead. They saw Jeff West's 1 run in the top of the first, and they said, hold our Gatorades. Watch this.
Yes, a solid single.
Clarkson corrals it in.
Oh, she
right.
She did a good job getting that back in quick.
Making it a close play over at first. Just couldn't quite get her.
One of those deals when you hit the ball that hard, you don't want to lollygag down to first base because you can be thrown out. That'll bring up the third baseman, Malone.
For Halsa, I think pressure pretty well off right now. Had a little bit of a shaky start in the top of the first inning, and now our offense giving her 9 runs of support. Come back out. And you still give up a few runs and still have pretty good control of this contest going forward. This one swung on, maybe foul tipped.
It looked like it. Malone making her first plate appearance tonight because she did not play in game 1.
Next one from Halsa, swing and a
Got her.
miss. Big strikeout there for Farah.
Let's see if we can roll 2. Got a lefty up there, and Tibbetts, she's the center fielder. She made a critical error in that last inning. Led to a couple of runs.
About 2 or 3 errors in that bottom of the first from Jeff West has just been.
She had to go back on the ball a little bit, but she was there in plenty of time. It just hit on the heel of her glove. She wasn't able to control it.
Shows butt, can't put it in fair play. Next one from Halsa. Swung on lightly right over to Sage. At third brings it in for out number 2, keeping Malone the runner, or Becker, excuse me, the runner at first.
Got to bring up Sage, the catcher. She did not play in the last game.
Back-to-back appearances of first fresh plate appearances for Jeff West Tigers. This doubleheader tonight. Can't be really the easiest of things to sit out in game 1 and then come in game 2.
I'd like to see Farrah get a few more of those first pitch strikes like Sage did. That really helps you when you're on the mound.
Next one in the zone. Looked like she was taken all the way.
Yeah, she was. Bottom of the order, yeah. Down that many runs. She went around, but what happened here?
Yeah,
What did he call? He called it a strike, but the runner advances on the wild pitch.
Well, now they're going to make her go back.
Oh.
The first, I guess they're going to say it was a.
Must have been a foul ball.
Yep.
Oh, nice short hop.
Herrera
Oh, doggone it.
Throws Booker at first, and runner will hold up at third.
Made such a good play on that short hop.
Sage advances up to second off the wild throw to first. Almost a spectacular play from Mariah Herrera at short. And on the short hop, too. I mean, that is not an easy play.
No, but she was doing the right thing by charging that ball. That's the reason she was able to handle it.
Back to the top we go with White. Runners at second and third for the Tigers. First pitch, also to White in for ball 1.
See Farrah bear down here and keep those runners from scoring.
Count even 1-1. 2-1 pitch, swung on, or strike two. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Top of the second and is drug on here. Also trying to end it. Foul tipped right in front of Santi for a foul ball.
That was a real defensive swing by White there. There we go.
Right to Halsa, intermit. Over to Booker in time for out number 3, and runners are stranded at second and third for the Tigers. It stays a 9-1 ball game.
On the field, awesome. An awesome collision on the road, not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
Move to the bottom of the second on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. You know, Lady Chieftains, they would love to just replicate their production in the bottom of the first, have another 9-run inning here. Potentially would end this one effectively.
Fair grounded out in the first.
Which will be followed by Booker and Vorbeck, the 3 due in the bottom of the second for the Lady Chieftains. Becker, you can tell that she has definitely been struggling out on the rubber tonight for Jeff West.
Yeah, she's really fighting her control.
Next pitch on the way is swung on, out to center. Tibbetts brings it in this time for the first out. Keeping it off the heel of her glove and bringing it in securely. Now Savannah Booker back in and looking to stay hot.
Yeah, she scored. She singled and scored her first time up in the second game. Uh-oh, that might be. It could be. It is.
How about that? A Savannah Booker home run with plenty of distance.
Yep. The ball is carrying well tonight, and there's not a lot of wind.
And the Lady Chieftains have reached double digits already.
Glad to see the Lady Chieftains get one out of the yard tonight.
Yeah, they were due for one.
They were. That'll bring up Vorbeck, who struck out her first time up in the second game.
First problem here, scored so many runs that the number 10 does not want to fit properly within the score bug. So
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, that is a good problem to have. It is a 10-1 ball game. Savannah Booker solo shot over to left center.
That
Now
ball
this
was
one
smoked too, but it's foul.
Just in foul territory. Jordan Vorbeck, the designated player, at the plate right now.
He struck out swinging in the first. Draws a walk this time. He'll bring up Emerson Maslak, who tripled and scored last time up and had 3 RBIs. She's had a night. One down here in the bottom of the second for the Lady Chieftains, leading 10-1. That's a little foul ball off to the right side. My partner's trying to fix the scoreboard for you folks.
I think we got it. Stand by. There.
That's a ball inside. Becker really struggling with her control on the mound tonight.
Yeah, it has been a major issue for Jeff West.
Man, another hard hit ball. That was off the end of the bat. A foul ball again. The Lady Chieftains so far having no problem with Becker's fastball. They're turning on it.
Trying to get on base here. Another good cut, but could not connect. And that's a big strikeout there.
Bring up Sage. She reached on an error by the center fielder and scored her last time up.
First pitch in there for a called strike. Swings at it, slow roller over to short and crossed in time to first, and that brings it into the bottom of the second inning. One more run added. A solo shot from Savannah Booker, double digits, crossing the plate for Tongi.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. And location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Yeah, it's going to bring up the top of the third, and it's going to be the right fielder, Mayer, leading off. She walked and was thrown out at second base in the first inning. Nice play there by Herrera and Clarkson.
Good start to the top of the third, one out already. Next batter stepping in for Jeff West and taking a first called strike.
I'm sorry, that was Booker at first base. Made a nice dig to get that out.
Got some zip on it, but outside for a ball.
Yeah, Van Zandt walked and scored the only run for Jeff West in the first. I think, partner, maybe Hulse is getting a little more confidence as this game goes on.
That's pretty safe to say. Another one foul tipped as she's late on it.
Strikeout. That's her third strikeout on the night. That'll bring up Brown, who reached on an error but was stranded at third in the bottom of the first. She's the one that left the yard in the last game for the Lady Tigers. So it's good to have her up with nobody on the base pass.
Was that the solo shot or the two-run shot?
That was the solo shot. Solid single.
Just skipping over the second base bag. It's a two-out single in the top of the third inning. A 10-1 ball game. Lady Chieftains on top.
Yeah, that'll bring up the number 5 hitter Coates, who struck out swinging her last time up in the bottom of the first, or the top of the first.
First pitch taken high. Santi keeping an eye on the runner at first.
Could be two. Oh.
Couldn't handle it initially, and runners will reach safely at first and second.
That was a tough chance there for Sage because that ball jumped up on her. Took a late hop. I'm not going to charge her with an error there, but I'm not the official scorekeeper either, so. That'll bring up Becker, the pitcher.
Out tip, the pitch low and in the dirt for strike one.
She singled but was stranded at third in the first inning.
This one too high, evens the count at one apiece.
Got two down. She just needs to concentrate on this hitter. Sante doing a nice job back there blocking those low pitches.
Keeping the runners right where they are at first and second.
Exactly.
Another one
Nice.
right over to Herrera. She'll step on second herself, and that will wrap things up in the top of the third. It stays a 10-1 ball game. Also looking more confident out there.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
So we were kind of expecting it to happen, but now made official here in the bottom of the third. A pitching change in order for the Lady Tigers. That this is White, the second baseman. She will take over for Becker, as Becker will take over at second. And the first pitch from White is high and upstairs for ball one.
And we got Herrera leading us off in the top of the third. She scored on a wild pitch and singled. She's got two singles, singled twice in the first inning. Yeah, that's a hit.
And the third time to the order, too.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, she's 3 for 3.
Have a night, Mariah Herrera.
No kidding. She just hit that where the center fielder couldn't get to it. She made a valiant effort for it. She dove for it, laid out for it. Couldn't get a leather on it.
Next one from White is swung on late and fouled back.
Vandervoort was hit by a pitch in the first, walked in the second, and scored both times. Back to the pitcher.
They will go ahead and take the play at first.
Oh,
my caught. Good
nice
play. Throw over to second and in time to double them up.
Yeah, that was just a nice play by the shortstop there.
Tip of the cap there, and that quickly wraps up things in the bottom of the third. It's still a 10-1 ball game. Tongi in front.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
quick work made in the bottom of the third inning, and then we now head to the top of the fourth inning. Game is still and comfortably controlled by Tonganoxie with a 10-1 lead. All 10 runs, or 9 runs coming across in the first, and then 1 coming in the second off of Savannah Booker home run. Then another close play at first, but she's in there safely as the Tigers start off with a leadoff single.
Yeah, Clarkson doing a nice job of getting that ball back in quickly. It brings up Tibbetts. She flied out to, basically popped out to the third baseman her last time up. Bunt is on. Bunted high.
It's popped up, and Santi couldn't get turned around in time to bring it in. Sage Isaacs also charging in from third.
Yeah, she was charging on when the hitter squared around, and she was almost in a position to make that play. This is Tibbetts, the center fielder.
Taking some time, adjusting the batting gloves for getting in the box. Now she comes set, also coming set as well. And here she comes with the pitch, and it's swung on. And
right off the end of the bat.
Yep.
I don't believe we've got to call a double play yet this year, partner. It'd be nice. It's a good time for one.
Talking about for Tongi?
Yeah. For the Lady Chieftains.
One gone on the strikeout, another one for Halsa. We just called we had the double play for Jeff West in the bottom of the third.
So Tibbetts struck out. And that'll bring up Sage, the catcher. That pitch was close.
Thought maybe Santi did enough to frame it up, but
just a little low.
Next pitch to Sage, holds off.
I think he called that a strike. He's not very emphatic back there. Good job, Sage. Double play. What I wished it into being.
You spoke it into existence.
I did.
Good timing as always, partner. Double play wraps it up in the top of the fourth, 10-1 ball game.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
Back-to-back half innings ended by the double play. Now that's a first for this year.
Yeah, that was tailor-made. It was a 5-4-3 the old-fashioned way, the old 5-4-3 double play.
Back in now is Abigail Clarkson.
Abigail doubled her first time up and scored a run, grounded out to the pitcher her last time up.
Foul ball, we'll do it again.
I'd like to see the Lady Chieftains get a run here to set that spread rule up in the top of the fifth. If you hit by 10 runs after 5 innings, that's the ball game.
That's all they would need. It's just one more run.
One run.
Coming close. Just got to find a way to try to straighten it up a little bit. Keep it fair.
Or she could just hit it out.
Yeah, so
She could do it.
Either way. Off-speed pitch, and good eye watching it go in for a ball.
Wow. Jeff West's pitchers are really struggling with control.
And this is White. Originally, it was Becker, number 5, at that second. Was the starting pitcher, but giving up 10 runs. That was enough for the Jeff West head coach. He put in White at the top of the third, and now she's beginning her second inning of work here. Next one to Clarkson, up the middle and through for a base hit.
Solid base hit. That's her second hit tonight in this game. See how Coach plays this. See if she'll try and bunt that runner over. Taking all the way there.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Good night.
Spread roll. How do you do? Have a night, Farrah Halsa.
Yeah, 2 was a no-doubter.
No doubt about it.
Makes it 12-1.
You got the spread intact and a run to spare. An insurance run. Like we had mentioned earlier, that the Lady Chieftains said that they felt like that game 1 shouldn't have been that close, and they're playing like it, or at least they're batting like it.
Yeah. And this brings up Booker, who singled, scored in the first, and homered in the second.
And a soft liner over to Becker at second. And she has had a fabulous night at the dish.
Yes, she has.
As well. That's good for the first out of the inning.
It'll bring up Vorbeck. She walked, but was stranded in the last inning.
Another off-speed pitch, but can't get the zone for a ball.
And again, folks, we want to remind you that Farrah Halsa is just a freshman.
Yeah, just a freshman.
Sure not playing like one.
Just getting a piece of it, rolling it foul. Close pitch there, just not getting the call.
Man, that was a wicked cut.
We got 4 total home runs.
Yeah.
Go over the fence tonight, 2 by each team. Both the Jeff West in the first game and both the Tongies here in the second game.
Yep. Do you call that a foul ball? He's asking for help from the first base umpire. I couldn't tell if that hit the plate and went fair or
Not
not.
either, and I guess they're going to say she did, so there's an out. Out number 2, down goes Vorbeck, and will be Emerson Maslick.
She walked and scored in the first and struck out in the second. This will be her third time through the order here.
Yeah,
looks like a pretty good pitch.
The Jeff West pitchers, I mean, they've had a rough time, a rough go at it so far tonight, but
They don't need to be having the strike zone squeezed like that.
Yeah, I've seen at least 3 or 4 just the past couple innings that have looked.
On both sides.
Oh yeah.
At least he's consistent.
We'll see.
He called that a strike, I think.
He did. Next one from White is high and upstairs.
It's a Mr. Release point there.
Rips it, but foul.
Body language is pretty subdued for the Lady Tigers.
Mm-hmm. And another one fell off.
Seeing a lot of pitches is Emerson. That usually tips the scales to the hitter.
The more pitches they see, the more often they're going to get one they can really get a hold of. This one over the heart of the plate, and it's going to drop in there. There's about 2 or 3 Lady Tigers in the area that had a realistic shot of bringing that one in, but instead it falls for a bloop single.
That was just hit in no man's land. You know, we've talked many times about when you have those little fly balls between the infield and the outfield. You know, the rule of thumb is that the infielder goes until he's called off or she's called off by the outfielder. I didn't hear anybody calling for it.
Neither did I.
This is Sage Isaacs.
Gets a good hold of that one, and another one speared by the shortstop. That brings it in to the bottom of the 4th. Lady Chieftains 3 outs away from sweeping the Jeff West Tigers and closing out this regular season. Let's see if they can do it next on Tongi Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Jeff West are going to be down their final 3 outs.
And they are at the top of the order with White, Mayer, and Van Zandt.
If they cannot plate at least 2 more runs across here, this will go down as a loss via the spread. And it's 15 after 3 and 10 after 5.
White grounded out her last 2 times up. There you go.
Yeah, the big home run to give the Lady Chieftains the spread advantage, and now looking to shut the door on them. This is a slow chopper over to Maslick at second, over to Booker in time at first. And the Lady Chieftains are 2 outs away.
I'll bring up Mayer. She grounded out her last time up, too. I think it's safe to say Farrah Halsa has really settled down after that first inning.
Yes.
She's pitched a good game.
She definitely did not look comfortable in the
not that first inning.
In the first inning, had some moments in the second inning, but after that, yeah, she's just been
nails.
Yes.
Well, it didn't hurt when her teammates rallied around her and got her 9 runs in the first inning.
Exactly. That's a huge confidence boost.
You can pitch with a cushion. It's a little easier. Yeah. See, this is what's confusing. This umpire back there, when you have a strike call, you're supposed to raise your right hand. He's raising his left hand.
It matters on what hand you raise?
Yes, absolutely does.
Next one from Halsa. Right hand stays down as it's a ball. John Bunt holds back and
called a strike with the left hand. No wonder I've been confused.
Well, maybe he's a southpaw. You don't
know. Doesn't matter. I umpired too. Right hand is for a strike.
What's the left hand for then? Taking your mask off like that?
Yeah. Base on balls.
It's a 1-out walk.
That'll bring up Van Zant. She struck out her last time swinging. Oh, she bunted at it. You raised the left hand again. You thought I was crazy.
No, that's all I'm watching now. See, I didn't know that was like a definitive
Yeah, absolutely is.
In the
absolutely
rule
is.
book.
I don't know if it's in the rule book, but umpire school they teach you to right hand.
There's an umpire school?
I don't know. Yeah, there is an umpire school. Absolutely is. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. In fact, a friend of mine went to it. Tom Herring. He used to umpire there in Bonner Springs. He went to professional umpire school.
It was his teacher, Angel Hernandez?
I don't know. No, he was a good one. He was a really good umpire. It's really hard to break into the majors. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but a lot of these guys that are in the majors have relatives, dads, or somebody that's been there too. The Wendell Stats and those guys like that. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah. Swing
Strikeout.
and miss. Strikeout there for out number 2. Runner still remaining at second.
And this is Brown. She went yard in the last game. Let's see what happens here.
He's just adjusting his mask. He didn't call that a strike.
Well, there you go. That's why it's confusing.
The 1-0 from Halsa is swung on for a strike.
He's driving me crazy.
That's all you can think about now, isn't it?
Yeah.
1-1 count, 2 out. Runner at second. This one chopped foul.
They're down to their last strike now.
Tonganoxie looking to move to 13-7 on the year. Close out this regular season, and Strike 3 call. Took a minute.
With the left hand?
With the left hand, but it doesn't matter. It's a strike regardless. And the Lady Chieftains will sweep the Tigers in the doubleheader. They pick up wins number 12 and 13 on the year. A 13-7 record heading into regional selection on Wednesday night.
Yeah, and Halsa really settled down there. She ended up with 6 strikeouts.
Farrah Halsa had a fantastic job, had the big 2-run shot. That was an absolute no-doubter. All the home runs tonight were no-doubters. It really was.
Yeah, there weren't any fence scrapers.
Well, all were no-doubters. Booker had one, and Halsa had the other.
Halsa hit one out on the road. Is that Halsa that hit that one?
No, I believe that was still Booker.
That was
That was a foul one.
No, there was a home run that went. Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
That was a foul one.
Yeah, that was a foul ball. But, man, that ball was smoked.
She ended up getting it right regardless.
Yeah, she did.
So that concludes the 2023 regular season for Tonganoxie as Coach Whitman and the rest of the staff walks over, has the post-game conversation, and now all they can do is sit and wait as it's kind of a weird, kind of up and down season a little bit. They started off real hot. They dropped back-to-back games. In that game we covered against Bonner Springs, went on a tear after that. Lost 4 games in a row, back-to-back series coming into this one. Now they win back-to-back games, 13-7. I think a little bit too far out for the Frontier League crown. It's either going to be going to Ottawa or maybe Eudora, but Ottawa looks to have a tight vice grip onto that. But as far as regionals, they're kind of just right there in the middle of the packs. I mean, it's really anything can happen at this point. It's just a wait and see who the matchups are.
What they say is you just have to get in a tournament and see what happens.
And the same goes for the Tongi boys as well. They're kind of hanging in and around the middle of the pack. I believe they're 11-8 or 11-7 on the year. So both they and the Lady Chieftains, they will just wait and see about their regional assignments. And as for us, we'll be waiting for the call if they want regional coverage. We'll be more than happy to, no matter if it's here at home or we got to go on the road. It does not matter. We got a nice generator where we can set up anywhere at any ball field. We're not confined to just an outlet. We can go wherever. So if you want to voice your support for us, you can just contact the folks at the high school. Let them know that you would love to have Tonganoxie Sports Live with the regional coverage for both softball and baseball, because we will be here. We'll be free. We'll be available. And hopefully maybe we can, if things go right and regionals go right, maybe we can start talking about a trip to Salina again for the second year in a row. Wouldn't that be so fun?
Man, that was so much fun last year, following the boys to the championship game. Holy cow.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Hopefully we can get to do something like that again this year. But again, just got to wait and see. At this point now, it's in the postseason, and it's literally one game at a time.
Yeah.
Win or go home. That's
right. There's no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. So we hope that we will see you all later on down the road. Next week is when regional actions will be happening. Again, stay tuned to the Facebook and Twitter pages of Tonganoxie High, THS Softball, and THS Baseball. And keep an eye out for the regional assignments and the group pairings that will be announced. They should be coming out again on Wednesday is when Keisha said they should be announced for both the boys and the girls. The boys might be on Thursday, but regardless, we will know by Thursday night. We will know who and where Tongi is playing on what days. And
you can always find that information on Keisha's website or probably the Tonganoxie High School website.
Yes.
I would imagine.
Yeah, they will. As soon as Keisha sends it out, Tongi will probably retweet the link and they'll put out their own post. So just stay up to date on all the social media platforms of Tonganoxie High and the softball and baseball teams. And hopefully we will see you all there at regional coverage. For one final time in the regular season in 2023, we're with broadcast partner Dennis Drennan. I'm Dylan Funk. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we will hopefully see you next week for some regional coverage here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Watching Tonganoxie High School athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.